You do need a jingle though, like a open the bottle, psst, like a tss, into like a song.
We should do like the McDonald's jingle, but in minor chord instead of major, so it sounds
That's
depressing. So it's like, I'm trying to think.
bum 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 bum.
That's close.
That's
Yeah.
kind of sad though. You don't want that.
All right, and we're live in five, four, three, two. Welcome back to Something's Brewing. Today we have a very special guest with us. I'm Bill,
Sup, I'm Drew.
and today we have
Joleen.
woohoo, owner and operator of Bivy Cafe, yours truly, on the podcast. So, Joleen, how long have you been running Bivy Cafe now?
We opened last year, so it's a year and change. And we're getting ready to do our second location at the new Vital Gym in Lower East Side, which is super exciting. It's been a journey, but yeah, learned a lot in the past year, so it's been fun.
Nice. And what are you most excited about for the new location?
I think now that I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more, I'm excited to kind of flex a little bit. I think this next location is going to be a little bit more elevated in what we're doing with like the drinks. We're gonna have our full liquor license, which also is super exciting. So some like fancy craft cocktails. I'm like very excited to get into that.
Anything bigger, badder?
Bigger alcohol, which equals batter, I guess, right?
I feel like that's like kind of like the most like strange mixture when you're in a gym.
It's well, it's we can have the liquor here because we're actually like not like we're there's like a very definitive wall of separation between us and the gym.
Hmm.
Like for Bivy, we are literally right across from like climbing walls on the roof. But here, like you'd have to physically go down like two flights of stairs to actually get to a wall. And you'd have to like check into the front desk. So
So it's gonna be like open year round though.
yes, that one will be indoors, open to the public year round, which
Wow.
is also very exciting.
But you have to be a Vital member to access Bivvy, or is it like open to public?
That one will be open to the public.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's very exciting.
I think the people want to know, will the LES Bivy be 24/7?
No, that's crazy. That neighborhood is
Damn.
nuts, I think. No, we're definitely gonna stay open late for like weeknight drinkies and things, but 24/7, it's not like a diner, like we're not gonna be
That
slinging.
could be the vibe.
We don't have
All
that. We're
right,
not gonna have
okay.
that equipment there, but I don't know. If you want to open a Denny's in the Lower East Side, I'd say go for it. I feel like that would hit.
So have you also been like kind of architecting and designing the layout and like the kitchen and all of that?
I've had like some input in it, which has been nice because I didn't have any, like I kind of came into the space at Bivy. So getting to pick and choose like what equipment I need and don't has been very, very nice. But it'll be a lot less food, which is I'm also kind of excited for. Food is a lot of work.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah.
I think the people will be very sad to hear that.
Yeah, no chicken sandwiches there, sorry.
Damn,
Wow. Okay.
dropping bombs out here.
Sorry.
That also means no popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
So
We won't have a fryer. It just doesn't have the capacity to have a fryer.
no.
Could you like leak like what type of food options are available?
Just one item off the menu.
We're still figuring that out. I kind of want to do the whole concept is going to be like an ode to the Lower East Side and kind of all the history that comes with it. Like my dad grew up there. I spent like all of my Sundays growing up as a kid out there with like the Jewish delis and like the pickle guys. I want to do like kind of fusiony LES food. So like bialy sandwiches and like specialty like homemade soy milk drinks and things like that.
Are you ready for that, Drew?
I'm born ready.
Okay,
Let's get it.
let's do it. So now that you've been running Bivy for more than a year now, would you consider yourself a restaurateur?
No, I don't. What does that even mean? Like I think I don't know.
I feel like I would say yes, right? Like you're owner operator, even though like, you're not there like 100% of the time, but like you still have like a hand in the day to day.
Yeah. Um, when I picture a restaurateur, I'm like thinking of like guys who have like millions of dollars of investment, like, and like
Okay.
brick and mortar. Like it's weird because
So
I'm
like
operating out of a gym.
okay. So you're talking about like the chef that ran the kitchen and the menu,
Sure, yeah,
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like traditional restaurant vibe. I don't know. It's part of it operating within the gym and like having the agreement that we do, it feels a little bit more relaxed. Like I'm not stressed with like $30,000 in rent every month. Like that's I don't really get how restaurants make money.
Well, I think that's just because like the um, the people that work there don't get paid
That
as
that's true. Yeah, that
as much.
that's true. I try to pay the guys fairly, I think. I don't know.
Well,
It's expensive out
speaking
here.
from experience, I think it's fair.
I think it's fair too. So
You get paid a wage? I I was not clear on this. I thought he gets Okay, so
we don't need to disclose any of that,
because
but
I thought you get paid per bottle of Drewbucha that you
we
sold.
don't need to disclose any of
Oh,
it.
okay.
But it's
All
I
right.
think it's fair.
Well, you get paid enough to afford this place, so
Yep.
I can't take credit for that.
There's a Drewbucha black market, but I think maybe like stepping back, could you talk about like the whole journey? Because maybe some people aren't familiar with
Mm,
like exactly how we got here. So,
yeah,
what was the process like?
totally. So I actually came from like an advertising background. I went to school for business communication, worked in advertising for a bit, doing like pharmaceutical stuff. And I kind of hated it or not. It paid the bills and it was like very comfortable and, good money, great hours. It was nice. And then I think during the pandemic, when I started spending a lot of time at home and cooking more, it became something more than a hobby, I think. Like I was doing pop up things. I was always into cooking and like sharing food with people. Yeah, and then we just kind of spent more time around the gym. Honestly, it's really funny. None of this would have ever happened if Ivan didn't get a crew job at the gym. And he totally didn't need to get a crew job at the gym because he has like a full-time like lawyer job. But he was also bored during the pandemic and he wasn't getting like a lot of human contact besides me, I guess. And so he applied for like random jobs in our neighborhood. He applied to like work at the yogurt store and he got rejected.
What?
I think
whoa, yo,
maybe
let's
they
put him on blast.
I thought
Which yogurt store? Which yogurt store?
I won't say, but it's in our neighborhood in Park Slope. Um, I think maybe they thought it was like a joke or something because it's literally like this guy with like a legal resume of having to work at a yogurt store with like high schoolers. But he applied for the job at Vital and he got it, and so he started spending a lot more time at the gym. Yeah, and then I think that one summer that it sat empty, there was like a sign in the window saying like, "Hey, anyone want to do this thing?" And I like remember talking to Ivan about it like very distinctly because I was like, "Would it be crazy if I just like put my like name in the hat and just, see what happens?" And he was like, "No, I don't think so." And like one thing led to another and it all happened so quickly, and then all of a sudden I was pitching this concept to them, going through like multiple meetings and finalizing an agreement with them, and then I was quitting my job, and it was kind of crazy. Like it was, I don't know, looking back it's still I don't really believe it happened. It doesn't feel real.
Do you think like Brooklyn Bake Sale was your like foot in the door or like your toes in the water?
I think so, yeah. I think it gave me like some of the confidence that I needed. I'm not the type of person to like receive words of affirmation. Like if you compliment me, I won't believe you, especially for people who I am close to and I care about. So like Ivan, like if I made something, he'd be like, this is really good. I'm like, shut up. You're just saying that because you live with me. And I don't believe him. I think hearing it from other people made it kind of validated it a little bit. I still don't believe it fully all the time. But yeah, definitely give me the confidence to be like, oh, okay, like I'm making something good-ish that people will like.
Yeah. I mean, do you think your background in like advertising helped at all? Like, I mean, definitely not on like the cooking side, right? But, maybe, I mean, actually, who knows? Like, maybe your presentation
Hmm.
like, might have been different if you didn't have like that background. But I'm at Vital most days, and I see the menus, I see the posters, I see your social media posts,
Hmm.
and it's a cohesive brand. Do you think, um, like, what do you think your background helped in that at all?
I think so. Like it definitely gave me a base. The branding for Bivy, I have to give credit to my friend Lauren, who I got her help on the project. Who she has a background in branding. Lauren Kong, thank you.
Shout out, Lauren.
Shout out Lauren. So she kind of like set the foundation, and then we like I took it from there and kind of expanded it a little bit to fit the social and the menus and stuff. I don't know. That stuff has always come like second nature to me, so I don't really think about it too much. But yeah, I mean, it definitely, I don't know. It's like life, like all of our experience and like where like everything that we come across has helps us moving forward, right? Something like that. I don't know.
Um, no, yeah, for sure. I think, um, like, especially when you're younger, you pick up things naturally,
Hmm.
and being on, um, like scrolling through social media, just like gives you sort of the intuition, and I could see that.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious, like you're talking about like food options at LES. Um, the menu's kind of like carved out in Brooklyn. What are the current like bottlenecks that you face with regards to like scaling?
Mm.
Um, is that like kind of like a big issue and stuff that you're saying like you figured out a lot of things along the
Yeah.
way?
I think that was a big test for me this year, training a lot of the new guys, and just kind of like being able to let go. I was doing a lot last year, like doing all the food prep. I was like, in the back kitchen area doing chicken, like prepping chicken for like, I want to say 8 hours a week at least, of just like cutting chicken. Um, and I knew that with the second location, I wasn't going to be able to be here all the time or be at the gym all the time. So it was a big exercise this year, like letting go, setting kind of like the standards and the processes in place, training people how to do all the prep and all the things that I was doing last year on my own. Or like with, I think Bill helped out one time with the chicken, right?
One time.
What? Or twice? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Last year was a
One
blur.
time.
Okay, a
All right, all right.
handful of times, right?
Yes, yes.
A handful of times.
Many a time.
Many a time. And Dree also, I think Annalie helped out once or twice.
Shout out Bivy crew.
Yeah. It was yeah. So I just wanted to like be able to not be there all the time and to trust that I was teaching people correctly and that empowering them and giving them all the tools they needed to do what needs to be done every day. So I think that's probably the hardest, most bottlenecky part of
Yeah.
it.
How much effort does it take to like add something to the menu?
A lot. And it's really hard because people ask for stuff all the time.
I would say it's less if it's based on something that
Yeah.
already exists.
So like grilled chicken sandwich we're working on. Like we're trying to do that because we have all those pieces already. But I don't know, like last year someone asked for like potato salad and she was like, I will buy potato salad from you every day if you make potato salad. I was like, okay, that's like
We do not have the equipment for
so
that.
many more things that need to happen for me to have fresh, sellable potato salad every day that is just not really worth it. Like people ask for salads a lot, which I get. We're in a gym, we want healthy food. But it just becomes so much more involved because now we're a small space. We don't have a lot of storage. Like you've seen the back area, stocking and sourcing, all those things just
Yeah, I think fresh vegetables is a
yeah,
big,
Yeah.
like a larger challenge than most people
yeah,
think. And I think we need like way more fridge space for that.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because I know you've dabbled into like different menu items throughout the last like 2 years, I guess. Is that kind of the format that you want to continue doing? I know you're gonna do like focaccia on Tuesday.
I
Was it focaccia?
Yeah, I did like a chili crisp focaccia
Oh,
yesterday.
yesterday.
Just 'cause honestly, I did that just 'cause my sourdough starter at home was like ready, and so I just like fed it again, and I took half of it to Bivy with me when I went to work,
Yeah.
and I just made some. I don't know. I like doing one-off stuff or like even working with like other people in the gym. Like we're talking about having some other like pop-up bakers come and do some stuff later this year. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's Vivi's like a fun, like silly little place where you can just do whatever you want. So I feel like I'm Vivi's like my fun thing, and then this new cafe is gonna be like a little bit more serious, I guess.
This new cafe. It's
Yeah.
not going to be called Vivi.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be called Vivi.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're still working on the name, but it will not, because it can't be called Bivy and not have chicken sandwiches and stuff, you know? That's like
Ooh.
confusing.
But then, do you have one in mind already? Or?
I'm working on some stuff right now,
All
but
right.
nothing's
Will it
set.
still be a cafe?
It may not have it in the name, but it
Okay.
will be a cafe. Yeah.
We're ready.
I
You gotta let us know.
I
Let
gotta
the
f-
people know.
I gotta figure it out first. I will let you guys know as soon as I figure it out.
Do you know if LES, like Vital LES, is opening on schedule?
From what last I heard, yes, I think so. Like it's still definitely end of summer, like on track.
August. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So we have approximately 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. Hmm.
We're all very excited.
Yeah. I'm scared. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Will you still be selling Drewbucha
I
at the
don't
new location?
know.
Drew, do you have thoughts?
We need to have some more meetings about that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think that space is a little tricky. We won't have like a big walk-in like we do in Brooklyn. So it's storage is going to be an issue there. I'm already kind of seeing that.
We can work something out
Yeah, we'll
though.
figure it out. Maybe a delivery truck. Oh, you should get a little van or something. Like a little Drew Bucha van with like a and
Drew, you
then
want a Transit Connect?
I
The
was,
the little Ford Transit vans.
I
yeah.
can just probably just get like a private jet.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just landed on the
It's
roof
like it's no big deal.
with all your Drewbucha
Yeah.
money.
I was gonna say a helicopter is more realistic,
Yeah.
but yeah. Private jet works. You could airdrop the
Airdrop, yeah.
yeah. Easy
Boom.
as pie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there one piece of equipment at Bivy that like you absolutely despise?
Um, one of the fryers that went on fire last year. Yeah, it was fine. But then, yeah, there was like a piece that was missing or broken, and then so a guy came and he like fixed it, and then a couple days later it lit on fire, and then they took care of it really quickly, and it's fine, but it's so janky, and I hate it. Just expensive to replace, and it still works, so I can't justify it.
Hmm. How much is it?
I think they're like 3 grand, and they're like small. Like it's kind of silly because you can buy like a full size fryer for like $1,500.
All right, if there are any interested investors in Bivy
Yeah,
Cafe,
we'll put a plaque on it with your name,
feel
like a
free to
bench, you know, in the
donate
park.
a new fryer.
Yeah, thanks.
No, but I've seen the new setup for at least this summer versus last summer. Um, like a lot has changed. Um, what would you say is the biggest quality of life improvement for like people running the kitchen upstairs?
The espresso machine for sure. Yeah,
Even though it has, well, I mean, not that, okay, so last year the espresso machine still had two portafilters and
yeah.
two
Two
shot
poop heads.
pullers.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you could only use one.
yeah.
But I
We
mean,
only programmed one side, and we never really needed to use the other one.
right.
So we get away fine with like our one group head, which is nice. But not having to climb the ladder to pull a shot is huge. It's also not an OSHA violation, which is even better.
We had an OSHA violation last year?
I don't know. I don't think so. People like threatened. We had customers being like, what's going on? Like, should we call OSHA? And I was like, nope, please don't.
We're good.
Small business, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, because Bill worked at Vital last year.
At Bivy
I mean,
specific.
not Vital Bivy. Yep. What was like? Could you like recount one of your like a funny story about Bill working there?
Oh, so many. I mean, Bill, Dree, and Jackie were like the first 3 people that I hired, and for the first like month, I want to say it was like just them. So we worked very closely, and they got very comfortable. Bill maybe too comfortable. I don't know. I just remember one time he was like talking to Simon about like saying how he was like a lion or like a tiger, and then that Simon was like a deer or a gazelle or something, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat yo ass." But then he like only like he said that "I'm gonna eat yo ass" so loud, and like we're like 2 windows, you know, like, and so people can only like people hear everything that we say, except he said all the other stuff really soft and then just yelled out that last part out the window while he was making drinks and stuff. Yeah.
We I saved Vivi. We almost got canceled that day, but yeah.
Yeah. He also like hosted a radio, or not like a, maybe it was like a precursor to this.
Oh yeah.
He did like a radio show at the end of the
So
night.
what I would do is like last summer I would curate like playlists for days that I would be working. And then um before I started playing it, I would there's like a microphone app that you can download on your phone. Um and you can like I plugged in my phone and just wired up the mic, and I was like I would do like a radio announcement of whatever the mood is
Yeah.
plus whatever the playlist is, and then start the playlist. It was a whole ordeal.
But who are you saying it to?
What are you talking about? Oh no,
Just like the
everyone on the
people on
rooftop
the roof. Yeah.
because we're wired into the speakers on the roof.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
see, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It was just funny because like I don't think people expected it, and like you just see them climbing, and then all of a sudden you like it goes quiet, and then Bill would go, "It's getting real dark."
That was you?
Were you there? Were you there for
Of
that?
course.
And people on the roof
Nah,
would be like
nah.
so confused. They'd be like, "Wait, what's happening?"
I liked it
That
though.
was fun.
Br-
That
no,
was
bring,
fun.
no,
I
bring it
loved
back. Bring
I
it
loved
back.
it. No, I mean Pedro has taken my job now. Like
Yeah.
he's like
That was
officially
like pre
MC.
plus none
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the roof.
yeah. Pedro plus none. Shout out plus none. Um, he's officially the new MC for Bibby, so
Yeah, yeah.
can't come back. Also, I'm not allowed in the kitchen, upstairs the kitchen anymore,
Yeah,
or
sorry.
the downstairs. I'm not allowed in Bivy Cafe anymore.
Sorry. It's just like a
It's okay.
company policy, you know, gotta
Small business policy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got it.
gotta set some boundaries, you know.
Of course, of course. Now that I'm retired,
Yeah.
it's like how I can't go into the barracks anymore, but I can go into the VA, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, actually, no. The craziest thing Bill did was throw himself a retirement party last year. Like he got himself like a Costco ice cream cake or something. And then he came back like
You
2
think that
weeks
was you think that was the
What the hell?
you think that was
You
the
like wrote a
craziest thing?
speech. Yeah, you wrote like a speech and everything. You like
Oh
at the end of
yeah.
your
Okay, okay,
shift,
but I don't think that was
it
crazy. I
was
think it
like
was
in
just
front of the fire
I think it was
pit.
just misplaced because I feel like if I had thrown that party like when Bivy closed, it would have been fine.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But the fact that you unretired like
Wait,
literally
why'd
a
you
week
unretire?
later.
It's complicated. I had some like family drama that like I had to put a pause on working at Bivy, and I thought it'd be like a permanent pause that like, I had to
Uh,
stop working at Bivy. Um, but it like blew over, and I came back like a couple weeks later. I basically took like 2 weeks off.
Everyone's like,
Sabbatical.
damn it, Bill's back. And did you throw a second retirement party?
I should have.
You should have
We
a
should have.
bigger cake.
Yeah, we should have. We should have got two Costco cakes the second time for Bivy closing.
Oh,
It
you
would have been
worked all
so
the way to
sad.
the closing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
worked
see.
the closing day.
Oh, I see.
That was fun. That was the most like I think closing day was the most fun I ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a busy, yeah, that
Because
was a lot.
I think because of the weather, I could actually handle like like juggle the whole space.
Mm.
Like in the summer when it was hot, like when it was like 80, 90, it was just really hard to handle doing line cook, which was like grill, and then also doing barista, which is like espresso machine, blenders,
Hmm, hmm.
matcha, like all that. And then no, but because our last day was in November, it was like already cool.
Yeah.
Um, like it was like for me it was like it was nice. It was nice. Like I was getting like I was kind of sweating, but like it wasn't that bad. But like July 4th last year, I think that was like the one of the worst things because
I had you cook like 150 hot dogs.
that wasn't me, but we had somebody else on cook that day. But
Okay.
um, like I was running up beer from
Oh,
downstairs.
yes,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
That was
No, but I don't think
crazy.
I could have worked line cook that day. It was so hot. It was like 90 plus
Yeah.
degrees. It was bad. They even had the AC going like full stop on the in the upstairs kitchen.
We need one of those like, those like shoots where it's like air compressor. So you just like shoot it up.
He's talking. Do you know the?
Like a
Do you know?
pneumatic tube.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know the? Do you know the
Like
thing
the
that
male things.
the each of the Costco cashiers have, where they put in the like the tube
Yeah,
of
that
I forgot
cash,
they have those in
or like
Costco.
a
and
like
you
a
guys do whoop,
like a
Yeah.
pulley system.
For what?
a
I don't
dumb
know.
waiter.
Yeah, dumbwaiter. Because y'all be
It
going up
doesn't go like
y'all be going up and down so
the
much
thing
though.
is, Bivy is not
I
directly
know, I
on
know, I know, I
top.
know. You
It's
just
like the other side
I
of
know
the
you
gym.
you figure it out.
Oh, we could do that,
A pulley. Okay, listen. I've talked
but
to
like
Andrew on
it
maintenance about
has
a
to
pulley
be it has
system.
to be like on the back wall of Vital.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it's
rough.
doable.
it's not impossible, but
It's hella work.
yeah.
Oh
It's
really?
hella work.
And I don't think they'd like the idea of like a pulley system outside the gym. Everyone would be like, "What's going
That's
on?"
definitely an OSHA violation. So last summer,
Hmm.
your little sister brought over like a whole crowd,
Yeah.
and I don't remember who was barista at the time, but basically it was one of those hot days in summer, and how many people she said she was bringing? Like five
Sh-
at most, right?
Yeah, and then it ended up being like 8 or 9.
It's like double. And then like all of them ordered chicken sandwiches, and I think we ran out of chicken that day.
Yeah. We didn't. It was like one of those crazy weeks where it just had gotten away from us and we blew through so many chicken sandwiches. That was our first 1-star review on
Oh
Google.
yeah, you want to tell Drew about that?
Yeah. So my sister, it should have been a slow Saturday, honestly, until she came, like her and her friends, and they got like everything. Um, it was going to be really slow that day, but then they, bought literally every single last chicken sandwich and popcorn chicken that we had. And, starting at like, I think 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we had to tell people like, sorry, we're out of food. If you want vegan wings or fries, we can do that. Um, and someone apparently got so mad that they wrote a 1-star review on Google. and it's not there anymore. I think
I have it. I have some of it memorized.
it was.
They were like, I went there and they didn't have any chicken sandwiches left. It's like they don't even want to make them.
Yeah, this place must hate making sandwiches. It's kind of like the best one-star review you could hope to get
Yeah.
because it's just like, oh, they were too popular and I couldn't get it
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So how did you respond?
I responded very politely. I was like, I think that's like what you should do
Hmm.
as a business owner. Just be diplomatic and say, hey, I'm really sorry that that happened. This was a busier week than anticipated. And, obviously we want to serve as many chicken sandwiches as we can. And I'm sorry we couldn't do that. We'll try to do better next time. But I think my sister and her friends, because they were all writing reviews like at the time, and they had seen it because it literally happened like as they were sitting there eating their food, and like I get a notification on my phone saying like, "Oh, you have a new review," and I look at them like, "Oh." So they all flagged it as like spam or like not helpful or whatever, and then it got removed. So it's not there anymore, but it's just funny. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, if anyone wants to leave a review for Bivy on Google, Ivan says we don't have enough reviews and that we should get more. So leave us a
How many
review.
do you have right now?
I don't know, like
Oh.
11 maybe. I don't, and like most of them were my friends.
Hmm.
One of them was my mom. It's really funny. She's like really cute.
Your mom has been twice now though. So
A few times.
at least yeah, at
Yeah.
least honest reviewer.
Is it? It's my mom.
But it's not like she's never been and
Yeah.
it's like and then she writes a review. That's kind of silly.
I guess so. Yeah. Sure.
Also, all you really need is Ivan since he's like a Google, what is he? A Google uh
Guide or whatever.
yeah, a
Yeah.
Google trusted guide.
Actually, I am too.
Oh, you got it now too?
I have a better status than him. Yeah.
Damn. Is it because you've been around?
I've been around. I see things, go places.
Do you feel
There you go. Yeah, you go.
wow, what were we gonna say?
There you go.
He's busy.
Your luckily your little sister and her gang saved the day on that Google review.
I would have been okay keeping that review on. Like, I think it's like a
I think it
really
would have been
funny.
funny too.
It's a great. It's like I said, the best one-star review you could ever hope to get.
Do you feel like you have a lot to complain about with your little sister sometimes?
With my sister.
Yeah, because I know my older sister and my older brother, they have sometimes a lot of complaints.
It's just like the typical older sibling stuff. Like,
Mm.
I was like very guarded. Like, I wasn't allowed to go out to the movies. I had to like beg my parents to, do sleepovers or whatever. And then,
And then she got the light end of the stick.
exactly. Yeah. It's like every older sibling's complaint. Like, they're like, in the woods, like with the machete cutting through, the strictness of your parents. And then they're just like skipping behind you kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. You said you have a brother.
I have a brother, yeah. I'm younger brother, so I feel that entirely.
You feel like you deserve reparations?
Honestly, you know what? Maybe.
Who should you get them from? Your younger sister or your parents?
I think both. I think both.
Damn.
Um,
Pay up.
just because, like, no, when I was applying for colleges and stuff, I wanted to do journalism. And my parents were like, that's not a real job. So you're gonna have to pay for it yourself. And so I had gotten
Mm.
into Syracuse, which is like one of the best J school undergrad programs in the country. And I was like, I can't go. Like, I can't afford $60,000 a year. And then, when my sister was applying to schools and she got into Boston College and she was like, yeah, I'm going to study business. And they were like, dope, we'll help you out all the way. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, you had money like that? I thought you were just not doing it. You were being like stingy because you weren't sure. But they had money like that. And I was just like, okay,
Damn.
cool.
Do you think business is a real major
I
over journalism?
I think it sounds more for like an Asian parent, that definitely sounds like way more
Hmm.
serious than like I'm gonna write about stuff.
I guess. But
Business,
I wouldn't say journalism strays into like, well, I mean, like I feel like the bias is like um liberal arts versus like STEM, right? And I don't actually think journalism strays into um the arts that much because it's still you're focusing on the nonfiction.
I guess, but it's still just like a lot of not super stable jobs. It's like very kind of
Fair.
gig based unless you're like a staff writer somewhere, which is
Right.
hard. But
And
honestly, I dodged a bullet there. I'm glad I didn't do that route. I would have graduated like the year that Trump got elected president. I probably would have like killed myself if I had to write,
but
be immersed in that every
you
day.
would have also had a lot to write about.
I guess so. I would have hated it though, I think after a while. Just being.
But you don't think like if you worked in New York City as a journalist, you would have had that support system where like people are like against the far right.
I guess so, yeah, but at this like at the same time you're still like literally covering him
Okay,
every
yeah,
day.
fair
And then you're
enough.
just
It's
like,
like the
okay,
exposure.
he said this today and that's stupid
So
and
it's the exposure.
annoying. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And it's like the repeated
Yeah.
exposure. Makes sense. Same. I try not to like stay around like toxic things too long. Makes you a toxic person. Also gets you really depressed. I feel that. What are you smiling about, Drew? You got something to say?
We can talk about that deeper if you want.
Yeah, you want to talk about toxicity in your life?
I know one thing we can talk about. It's pretty recent news too.
Ooh.
We'll save it for next podcast. A big a teaser. And we'll bring a special guest.
What's my go-to order at Bivy?
Um, Popcorn chicken with fries. Um, you used to do a thing where you would get a sandwich with a side of popcorn chicken also.
I need that protein.
Yeah, that was a lot. It's like maybe too
What's
much.
my go-to drink?
Oh, you do a make your own drink. It's a hojicha latte with oat milk and a shot of espresso.
It's the Dirty Dirt latte.
I told him it's not an appetizing name and no one will get that.
Can you make it for me one time? Oh, you're not allowed in the kitchen, huh?
You can make it for him one time.
One time.
I'll make it for you.
Today.
Okay. Who's working
I
barista
think
right?
Daisy's working.
Okay, that's fine. I can slide my way in. Um, no, it's
Simon.
it's good. It's just smooth
It's
more
just
than anything.
too dark for my taste. Like
It is
espresso and
dark,
hojicha is like
but I
very,
feel like the oat milk lightens it a lot.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Sorry.
It's okay. You're not a fan of everything that everyone orders.
This is true. A lot of people add peanut butter to the mango smoothie. I don't like
Really?
that. Yeah.
We're calling them out right now.
Sorry. Or they add espresso to it.
Let's put you
That is
on
like a little crazy,
put
I
them on
think.
blast.
Just like very acidic.
Everyone who's getting the
Chop out smoothie.
that's what it's called. I forgot. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
With espresso.
It's been a long time since I retired. But yeah, everyone who's ordering the chop out with peanut butter, you're canceled.
No, you're not canceled. I just don't really get it. But yeah.
No,
Do
you
what you like. I don't
no, you're
know.
definitely canceled. Can't be having that.
Do what you like.
You know what we should do? We should have Drewbucha add-on as an option for
That
smoothie.
is gonna explode. You blend it up.
What do you mean? There's a stick. It like
I
there's
know, but it'll be so bubbly and
But
weird.
Drewbucha would be a good like
Yeah.
cocktail mix.
We could do that.
LES.
That's
Yeah,
the
let's
easy
talk
one.
about that.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Oh. Making moves.
I'm also kind of curious to know like what other like you were talking about bake sale
hmm
maybe end of this month like what other like ideas are you thinking about or might be coming up specifically for Bivy?
Mm. Um, we want to do trivia. Like we started doing bingo
Hmm.
and that was super popular. So I think we're gonna keep rolling with that. I want to add some trivia into the mix maybe. And we want to do like movie nights. It's just like a little tricky because it doesn't really get dark till like 8.
Hmm.
That, but also I feel like the TV that we have is not
Oh,
big
yeah, no,
enough.
we're gonna get like a projector screen, I think.
Where are you gonna put? Okay,
Like
well,
one of
you'll
those
figure it out.
collapsible guys. Yeah,
You'll figure
yeah.
it out. You'll figure it out.
But we'll do movie nights and stuff for sure, I think, because people really like that. We'll like stay open late.
Yeah, so more so like event. You're trying to like bring more community and events.
Yeah, I think that's always been like the thing with Bivy, like just bringing people together. The whole thing is like very like kind of camp focused, like just community, food,
Hmm.
and yeah, like a nice restorative good time. That's what we're trying to do.
And then when these like companies partner with you, are you reaching out to them or are they typically reaching out to you?
It's a mix of both for sure. I think everyone's like really like all these brands are really drawn to like the roof and like
Hmm.
Vital is just an objectively cool place, I think. Like people walk by and they're like, "Oh, what's going on in here?" And then they get inside the gym and it's like beautiful and like everyone in the gym is like hot. That's like things that people have said to me. Like they're like, "Oh, why is everyone in this gym hot?" And I was like, I don't know.
You
It's
hear
just
that, Drew?
Greenpoint.
You're hot.
And you're too, Bill.
Yeah.
You're hot. We're
Thank
all
you, thank you.
hot. Um, but yeah, no. So people will reach out and be like, "Hey, we want to do an event here." Um,
Yeah, we had like at least last summer some boy.
mhm,
Do you still sell some boys?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, some boy the spiked coconut water.
yeah.
Um, who else do we have? I feel like I remember one of your taps did an event. Grim? Was it Grim? Did they do an event?
No, I think Greenpoint has done some stuff as
Yeah,
well. Giant this year has been a really great partner.
the
Um,
spiked iced tea.
yeah. Um, but yeah, we're working with some other people, hopefully, trying to get some good brand partnerships. Everyone loves the roof and they love Vital, so.
I would like to say rest in peace, Hoop Tea. You will be missed.
It was a little too sweet for my taste. I don't know.
Was it like, was it better or worse than Twisted?
It's definitely better than Twisted
I would say
Tea,
Hoop Tea is better than Twisted. Yeah.
but it's just still kind of very sweet.
Hmm. I don't know. I was into it.
It was yummy. It just didn't do super well, so we're trying something else.
Makes sense.
Also, Giant is like local too,
Oh,
which is
nice. I
nice.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. So to wrap up our last question, Drew is running the New York Marathon this year.
Oh, you are nice.
And as a former, well, past marathon runner,
I'm trying. Hopefully, I'm training for Philly this year.
oh, nice.
Nice.
It's
Good
one
luck.
of those races that never fills up, and so like I didn't know how busy I was gonna be with like the second location, so I'm training for it, and if I feel fit and healthy enough, then I will sign up for it.
It's like right after New York, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
it's like a
two
couple
week, 2 weeks
weeks.
later.
Yeah. I think it's like always the race that like people like in New York sign up for if they like bonk or something and they're like, all right, I need a second chance. Um, but yeah, I don't know. How's your training going? It's good.
Wait, have you done the New York Marathon?
I haven't done New York. I've done
Okay.
Berlin.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was supposed to do New York that same year. I
Right.
did Berlin, but then I got
You,
injured
I think
during
you
Berlin.
you were
Oh
supposed to
really?
do New York 2 years in a row,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
you had
I
to
got
cancel
injured.
both
Yeah. I,
times.
I was supposed to run it last year actually, but then I got COVID like a month before.
Damn.
And then so my lungs were shot and I couldn't do it. It's terrible.
Do you have any tips for Drew as we start leaning
I
into
mean,
the
I've
next running season?
I've ran a marathon,
Oh,
but I guess I'll take any tips.
get your COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that sucks. Just getting sick right before emergency. Take
I
emergency
definitely
or
have to be careful because I got hurt. I was supposed to run it last year too.
oh,
And then so like if I don't run it this year,
you
It's
lose it.
over.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I really have to be very careful
nice.
this year.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm excited. I mean, this is what got me into running was the marathon. So
yeah.
Looking forward to it.
yeah.
I'll be there to cheer you on.
Oh
I won't
yeah.
be running it,
I mean,
unfortunately.
it goes like pretty close to Vital too.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
It's
yeah,
right
there,
yeah.
there.
right on
I got it.
Bedford.
So
It'll be fun. It's an amazing race.
Yeah.
I won't be running it, but I'll be there to cheer you on.
Would you ever consider running it?
Oh no, it's in my bucket list, but just not this year. I don't think I'm ready for it. Um, I think
But you have to kind of like put
there's
in
more research that I have to do in
you have
terms
to
of
put
running
like an
train.
investment into it though.
Yeah.
You can't just like be like, oh, I want to
Sign
do
up
it.
and do it.
No, yeah, I know that. I
Unless
know
you
that,
fundraise.
but I feel like there's more work. Like I have speed work to do. I have base building. I have like there's a lot of like I'm trying to just get more miles in right now so that
Build that
um
base.
like in a year or two I can go. But I don't want to rush the training. And I actually want to like take that time to set up so that, I'm not only am I able to run a marathon just like for like 1 year, but I can consistently run like several a year, and that would be nice.
Yeah.
The
Wait.
goal for me is not a marathon though. I at some point like I got mad haters, and I feel I feel like the one thing that will like stop like all of it is just like an Iron Man. Cause it's like the percentage of people that have successfully completed one is so little that
That's a crazy thing to do for your haters.
no, but in my head I'll be like, yeah, that'll shut them up.
People are always gonna be mean and sometimes, but an Ironman's like a crazy thing to do.
I'll get there. Just gotta work up to
It's
it.
just like a lot of time and money. I don't know. Do
It
you
is.
want to do
Respect if
that?
you do it though.
It is, but I think a marathon like there's just too many people running the marathons now.
I guess
It's not enough of a like
it's a hard ass thing to do
distinguishing
though.
factor.
Like Ironman's great. Like I had a friend who was doing it for a while, and like the time you have to put in, like you have no life outside of training for an Ironman. He spent his Saturday on his bike trainer watching the entire Jason Bourne trilogy.
How many hours is that? Is that like
It's like 6 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah. And he
It's
just
pretty much like a full-time job.
yeah, it's literally a full-time job. You're doing like 40
down for
hours
that.
a week.
I'm
It's a
down for
lot.
that.
You would definitely have to give up climbing
Yeah, you would
to do
because
it.
climbing is also just not into it. Like it doesn't. The muscles are different.
1000% you would have to give up climbing to
I don't think so.
There's no way
I
you
think I can.
No way you
I
can
think-
socialize
I
There's no
in
think
the
I can
gym.
give up my job
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
and then
You could do that.
I can't with you guys
You
and
can,
your
yeah.
disposable income.
I approve of that. Yeah.
let's give up my job and then I'll go start training for Ironman and continue climbing. I'll be a hybrid athlete.
All right, if you want to do that,
hybrid
I'll do that with you.
hybrid athlete. Yeah, you have a bike right there. Let's
I
do
would
it.
love to do an Ironman. That's like one of my big goals.
I did a sprint triathlon, and that was already so much training and work to do. And that's like a teeny tiny little piece. It's a lot.
So, okay, to clarify, an Ironman is 2.5 miles of swimming,
2.4, I think.
112 of biking,
Yep.
and then
And a full
a full
marathon.
marathon.
I'm not gonna lie, the biking seems pretty easy.
The biking,
100 miles is like,
but it's just, yeah, it's the running after the biking that will absolutely destroy you.
I think I might get messed up on the swimming too.
Swimming is freaking hard.
Yeah,
And it's cold most of the time. Open water is like a different game.
yeah. Honestly, the biking might be the most fun part. Like I'm just like cruising, like because you don't really have to pedal the whole time. You know, you can just like
Is there one in Long Island?
Yeah.
I feel like there is, right?
No,
'Cause
not an Ironman. Ironman, the closest one you'd have to go to like Atlantic City or Lake
Yeah.
Placid.
yeah, those two.
Oh. I feel like Long Island is like the perfect place to do it.
But they don't do any Ironmans there.
But you know what I mean? Like
They do like
you,
Olympic ones.
like if you start in
Yeah,
Setauket,
yeah, you just like
swim
swim
a
in the
couple miles
bay.
and then bike and then run, you
Yeah.
could like end up in like Brooklyn.
It's not that far.
What?
Most of the time it's
We're
like
not
an
talking-
out and back. Yeah, yeah.
We're not talking about like starting in Montauk. That's like 200 miles. That's like 150.
But most of the time,
150.
for the swims, you come back to where you
Oh, I
'cause-
didn't know that.
yeah. Because that would be
See,
like
look,
you have to like drive
this is
to
the
go, and
research.
then you bring your bike over there,
This
and
is the
then
research I have to
Yeah.
do.
Because you have like a little base with your
Yeah.
bike and your shoes and all that
Mm.
stuff,
Yeah.
and you like do like
Oh,
a
so
little
you end
change.
up back
like
at the camp
yeah, it's
when
like
you
a
finish your
little
bike?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a clover you
Like
make,
people
you
usually
know?
like change and they put on their helmet and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I think I don't know, man. I think that's
Let's
just
do
shut
it.
up your
I'm down. If
haters.
you want to do it, I'm
Oh
down.
my
I'm
Let's do
actually
it. Let's
god.
down.
do it. Let's do it.
This just
I will do it before I leave New York.
this just became a triathlon podcast.
We'll do it before
It's
I
a
leave New
lot
York.
though. I don't know if you understand, but
It
if you
is
No,
really
I
want,
know it's a lot.
okay, if you really want to do it, I'm down.
You just have to zone out. Like you have to separate mind from body.
it is it's a lot of time by yourself. I think that's the hardest part.
I'm already single, so
No,
what's the
no,
big
not like that.
what's the difference?
That's crazy.
What's the difference?
You can have my friend who does the triathlons on here next and get advice from him.
I'm down.
He
Let's put
did.
him on the list.
He was like an age group qualifier too. He goes to Vital
Damn.
also.
Okay.
When you ran the Berlin one though, what happened?
It was like mile 19 and like I had been feeling this pain in my knee for like the past couple miles and I was like, all right, like everything was feeling great. I was like, it's fine. Like I'm just gonna keep going and I'm just gonna, like a mile or two later it'll be gone and it just never went away. And it was raining. So at one point I had like I couldn't like and I was like walking and like and I had my name on my shirt and someone was like, "You can do it, Joeleen," in like a German accent and I was like, "Ugh," like
But
and
you finished.
I finished. Yeah, I don't know. I got
Props.
to the point
Those
where I
guys.
was like, okay, like there's 3 miles left. Like I can run 3 miles. I've run 3 miles before, and I
Yeah.
was just like, all right, I can do it. And I just found Ivan at the end, and I was like, I cried, and he was like, that was so hard. And I was like, that was
Wait,
so
he ran
hard.
it with you?
We ran it. He ran it faster than me.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. I thought like
Yeah.
because when
We-
he ran Chicago, it was just him.
yeah.
right?
Only he got the lottery for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
But we signed up for the Berlin lottery together. I think it's
Got it.
easier to do
Okay.
it that way.
Makes sense.
So you both get it. It's like higher chances.
And I heard that you want to do Japan, Tokyo.
I do not want to.
Oh.
I don't know. Ivan's really set on getting all of the 6 stars,
Mhm.
and so he's doing Tokyo next year. I signed up for the lottery so that I could possibly go to Japan again and eat in Japan.
Yeah.
And then he got it, and I was like, dope. I
Oh,
don't
so
have
he
to do
got
it.
it. He's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
in.
yeah. So we're going next March.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then he
yeah.
just has London and Boston, and that's it. Which is crazy.
Boston's a tough one
Yeah.
to get into.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the 6 stars before we start Ironman training?
That is
No, I don't really-
so far.
I don't need to do it. I'm down to do Ironman though.
Okay.
I think it's so doable. I don't know. I might be Delulu, but I think it's doable. The crazy
How-
thing,
I don't think it's so
Are you a
doable.
strong swimmer?
the thing is, I didn't even train for my marathon. I did Chicago Marathon last year.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even train for it. I just ran it, but I walked.
I don't think it's
I walked.
that doable, but I think it's
I
doable.
like almost passed out.
I think it's doable. An Ironman is doable. Like people have done it, which is why I think it's doable.
It's like if you do it good, it's like half.
Yeah.
It's 12 hours.
Yeah. If
Like,
you do it
you're
like
gonna be-
really good,
You're
it's
gonna be
12
exerting
hours.
for 12 hours.
And if you do it bad, it's like a full day.
It's like a
Like 20 hours.
it's like
Yeah.
a very endurance based thing. But I feel like
I have the patience for it.
it's not the patience. You have to like understand pain. You have to
Yeah,
like
you have
be
to be-
comfortable in
yeah.
pain for a while.
Be in that pain cave
Yeah.
forever.
That's okay.
For hours.
It's fine.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
I'm not good with being in the pain cave, so
I've had
not for me.
a lot of emotional pain.
It's
I feel like
different,
It's
dude.
very different.
I feel like there's nothing more that could hurt me.
It's like the physical meets the emotional when you're in that like
I'm a brick.
mindset.
I'm a
Oh,
brick. You
okay.
can't hurt me.
All right. How about the big test is we go out like 100-day weather in New York and we're running
A
and
marathon?
Then we just see how far we can run. See how much pain you can endure.
100-degree weather?
Yeah.
I want to do that. That sounds fun.
I can probably run 20.
All right. If you can run, all right.
I
Bet.
can like if you
20
really
on a
push it.
100-degree day.
But I'm not gonna go fast. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm probably gonna do like a 10-minute mile.
You need
But
a lot of salt
no,
packets
no
and stuff.
walking though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're done
cool.
when you
Okay.
start walking.
Okay.
Can we do the pacer test? Do you guys remember that?
Fuck no.
Wait, you said you love the pain. You said you could
Nah,
nut Euro brick. Nothing
that's
can hurt
like
you.
nah. That's
Can we
like
do the
no.
pacer test? I
We're
want
not
to do
doing
the
that.
pacer test
Yeah,
so
Bivy
bad.
endorsed pacer test
Yeah.
on the like street.
McCarran,
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy.
Winner gets like
Chicken sandwiches for life.
yeah.
Oh, I'm winning. I'm winning. That's a prize I can't give up. For life?
I want to do pacer test so bad. I just want to see how I do.
I've talked about this. I kind of want to do like a Vital Olympics. Should I do it? I'm down to do it.
Do it.
Like endorse it where it's like we have like high jump, long jump, all the events. But it'll be kind of funny.
Are we doing in Vital or like
No, on
next?
the McCarran.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. A relay rate. That would be good.
Yeah.
4 by
that'd be funny.
100.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Get yourself some sponsors.
Yeah.
Bivy,
Yeah,
Drewbucha,
that'd be easy.
Beta Break Apparel.
I don't know about the
Do you have
last
any
one, but
fitness goals for this year?
Fitness goals? I just want to be consistently. I want to build that better base with running. I didn't do that last year. I was like very inconsistent. Um, I did like only my long runs and then nothing in between,
Hmm,
which is not great.
fair enough. Speaking of sponsors, today's first sponsor is
Bivy Cafe.
Bivy Cafe. Looking
Does-
forward to the new location opening in August.
Does that mean I have to give you guys money or something?
Mm,
Oh.
we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Our second sponsor for today is
Drewbucha. The website's live, by the way.
website is live. You
Ooh,
can
check it out.
order on the website now,
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
cool. When is the Calpico flavor coming back?
New flavor coming out probably like in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. And our third sponsor of the day is Beta Break Apparel. Second drop. It has an official date. It will be May 23rd on Vital Rooftop for AAPI Culture Night.
Oh, yeah,
See
we're
y'all
having a
there.
night market.
See y'all there. And that wraps our third episode of Something's Brewing. We will see y'all next time. Thank you to our very special guest, Joeleen, for coming on,
Thanks,
owner
Joeleen.
operator of Bivy Cafe.
Thanks for having me.
Woo!
You guys need outro music for real.